Hot Pro Wrestling fans, welcome to WrestleBowl 4. Deuce Frey and Tyler Foster with you here in Axtell, Texas. And WrestleBowl 4 couldn't start off in a bigger way, Deuce.
Yes!
As we see the only undefeated champion here in Hot Pro Wrestling, our Hot Network champion, the Terrale Tempo.
The Terrale Tempo.
Set to challenge for the Hot Pro Heavyweight Championship.
Yes!
Starting things off here tonight. One-on-one
I see you doing.
with the World Breaker Brick Savage.
This is the man that Brick been ducking. No longer can he run. I understand that we have extra law enforcement outside. You understand? This is one of those. This is two animals. Who the hungriest? Who won it? I already got the answer. Terrale Tempo, true champion.
I can't say that I've noticed Brick Savage ducking anybody, much less Terrale Tempo. It seems that maybe at times it's been the other way around. Terrale Tempo has walked away from Brick Savage on a few occasions, and finally tonight, head-to-head, one-on-one. And again, Terrale Tempo, I mentioned it earlier on Facebook Live. Terrale Tempo is coming to this, the championship around his waist, the network title not at stake here.
Yeah.
Really, he's got nothing to lose, everything to gain.
We had this conversation earlier.
We did.
So I'm going to leave that alone. Tonight is the night he makes it all worthwhile. Tonight is the night he brings home the gold.
Well, we could be moments away from Terrale Tempo being a double champion here in Hot Pro Wrestling, but it's not going to be any easy task because in order to get there, Deuce, Terrale Tempo is going to have to find a way to upend the World Breaker, the ungodly heathen, on the way to the ring right now with that Hot Pro Championship around his waist. Brick Savage, the Hot Pro Heavyweight Champion.
He's playing with Daniel Ryan, huh? He got the half levels, I told you, man. This generation isn't what it needs to be. They're not ready. Shout out Brick Savage, the champion, some would say, all right? Against the true champ. We have been waiting month after month for this collision. Who wants it more? I smell violence, I'm loving it.
Brick Savage, Terrale Tempo, a first-time ever matchup we are about to bear witness to here to kick things off at WrestleBowl 4. And what a night we have ahead. I mean, we're starting out this way. Hot Pro Championship at stake. The only undefeated champion, Terrale Tempo, the World Breaker, Brick Savage. You look up in the air, Deuce, the Hot Pro Tag Team titles are hanging literally in the balance. Later on here tonight, 4 teams. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Those hot tag team titles are going to be decided. But our main event later tonight, Deuce, first time ever here in Hot Pro Wrestling, a steel cage match is going to take place as the hustle child, Kane Carter, is going to defend the Syntex Championship against the man he got reinstated, the stray dog Barrett Brown.
The man who never truly lost anything. You understand what I'm saying? The reason Brick Savage is out here now was the conspiracy against Barrett Brown. Everything's coming full circle tonight, and I cannot wait to see how it plays out.
Introducing first, the challenger. From Levelland, Texas, he's the only undefeated champion in Hot. I said the only undefeated champion in Hot Pro Wrestling. He is the Hot Pro Wrestling Network champion, the Terrale Tempo.
This crowd is electric tonight, my man.
Well, they've been ready for this for a long time.
Man.
Widow Valley, he is the Hot Pro Wrestling Champion. Damian, Don Catagonia, time to keep it a monster. The World Breaker.
And here we go, Deuce. The introductions from our ring announcer, Matt Andrews, are done. The time for talking is over. The Hot Pro Championship is about to be decided as these two bulls are about to collide. Terrale Tempo, Brick Savage. Finally, we get to see it one-on-one.
Yes.
I can't think of a better way to start WrestleBowl 4. And you can hear this crowd here in Axtell. Again, we've all been ready for this for months. It's at a fever pitch. As referee Carl Knight holds that hot championship in the air. Could Terrale Tempo leave here with 2 championships in his possession?
Could he? No, it's a matter of when will he. All right? Let's not forget, Brick been on a tour breaking backs, breaking spines. How is that worn on him? All the pressure that he's up against now. There's so many eyes on Brick Savage. Everyone wants a piece of this new phenomenon. You understand what I'm saying? Don't think that's not in the back of his head. He cannot risk losing to Terrale Tempo, because Terrale's the kind of guy that when he gets the spotlight, he ain't coming up off it, dog.
Well, you're absolutely right. Now more than ever, the eyes of the wrestling world are on the world breaker Brick Savage. And this is a huge title defense for Savage.
Yo, I ain't saying nothing. You the man.
See, he heard you, Deuce.
Yeah, he better watch out. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy too. I'm crazy too. He ain't listening again, is he?
That's Terrale
I
Tempo.
tell Brick is gonna kill you with me.
Terrale,
I'll sue each and every one of these rednecks.
Terrale Tempo steps back in, boot to the midsection of the Hot Pro champion Brick Savage. Tempo out of the side headlock, trying to control, but Savage pushing Tempo right off, and these two collide, and nobody budged, Deuce. Nobody budged.
Yep. Oh!
That's Savage tossing Terrale Tempo into the corner, coming in with a splash, up and over goes Savage, landing the kick into the back of the head.
Both men are in top physical condition, and look at Big Brick.
Brick Savage shooting himself back in over the top rope, cross body down onto Tempo into the cover, but look at that, only a count of 1 there for Savage.
And this is incredible. You have a power lifter with the agility of a gymnast, all right, against the man with that prison physique. Hard body, chisel, 2 powerhouses, different strengths, different weaknesses. This is the perfect clash. I'm loving the smoke, man.
The Savage there ran into the knees of Terrale Tempo, and that has now given the only undefeated champion here in Hot Pro Wrestling, the Hot Network champion Terrale Tempo, the upper hand.
Yeah! And what I love about Terrale Tempo is how many people have we seen terrified when they finally get in the ring with Brick Savage? Yo, my man wasn't ducking, no fades. He was taking on all comers. I did not see him blink looking at Brick. Oh, God!
Well, his expression might change now as Terrale Tempo just tossed all the way across the ring, and bailing out to the floor is Tempo, as referee Carl Knight now starting the count. Terrale Tempo might have to think long and hard about if he wants to get back in the ring at all here or not.
96% of the time, he is the man in control of the power aspect of a match. It is rare to see him in there with such a monster, but you don't know where you stand until you're in the ring with the beast. You understand what I'm saying?
Savage in pursuit. Tempo moves out of the way. Brick Savage crashing face first into the ring post.
Yo, using your brain. He's big, but is he smart? I don't think so.
Oh, this is a huge opening now for Terrale Tempo if he can capitalize on this.
And did he bite off more than he could chew? That's what I need to know, Tom.
It's not often you see Brick Savage in this kind of trouble, but Terrale Tempo, now with a chance. We've seen how dominant Tempo can be, but also Tempo's never had to deal with somebody quite like Brick Savage.
And that's what I'm saying. But Terrale Tempo's the kind of guy that studies. You understand? Kobe couldn't out-jump everybody in the league. He wasn't the fastest, but when he was the most focused, the most determined, he got that mentality in him too, that mama mentality. He ain't scared of Brick.
And Terrale Tempo is scooping a slam of the World Breaker.
Yeah!
There you see Terrale Tempo is feeling it now.
Champion.
To that power display, how often do you see somebody just pick up and slam Brick Savage like that?
That's why Brick ain't want the smoke. That's why he been dodging this man.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of face-to-face encounters now between Savage and Tempo over the last several months, and finally this first-time ever matchup happening here.
Yeah!
Kicking things off at WrestleBowl 4, and Tempo.
Man, and Brick is one of the hottest free agents. Anywhere you go, they talking about this man, how he power bombs, how he destroys people. But they all gotta ask at the same time, but what about this Terrale Tempo guy we've been hearing about? We heard you don't really want it with him. So don't think Brick ain't like, yo, I gotta put an end to this tonight.
That belly-to-back suplex with a bridge. Tempo only able to keep the champion down for 2.
How many men can suplex Brick Savage?
Well, it's a short list.
Come on,
but
man.
Terrale Tempo has found himself on it. And look at Tempo getting high up in the air there, taking down the hot champion, Brick Savage.
And that's the way you got to do it. Keep him grounded. Find out how long he can wrestle. 9 times out of 10, he's the kind of guy that's going to end the match quick. Let's see what that stamina's like behind all that power. He might be rope-a-doping him like the late, great Muhammad Ali, fam.
Tempo has Savage hooked up. Look at this.
Oh, another suplex!
Vertical suplex from Terrale Tempo. He pops back to his feet.
This is the truth. This is a champion. Oh!
Tempo getting up high in the air, driving the elbow right into the heart of Brick Savage, but again, only able to come up with a count of 2.
Yeah, pay homage, McClung. That's the true athlete right there. He could have won the dunk contest. He said, I'm focused on Brick Savage right now, though.
Terrale Tempo trying to keep the champion grounded, front face lock, locked in from the Hot Network champion.
Our Dominique Wilkins almost left the building with her Terrell with him.
Tempo trying to keep control of Savage, who is feverishly working his way back up to his feet. Tempo keeping that arm wrapped around the head of Brick Savage. Savage, you can see having trouble trying to break it. Again, something you usually see Brick Savage quickly out of situations like this. Tempo has taken Savage back down to the mat again.
And you know how hard it is to put a headlock on a man with a neck like a tree trunk?
Oh, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Look at referee Carl Knight now checking the arm of Brick Savage.
Yeah, he might have choked him out.
That's 2. One more. We're going to have a new hot challenge. Oh, Savage keeps the arm up.
Yeah. Like I was saying, the neck of Brick Savage, you can't just walk in Men's Warehouse and say you need a dress shirt. You got to get them custom made.
I've never seen Brick Savage really in this kind of trouble. And look at that. Savage back to his feet. Sending Tempo up high. Look at the forearm from Savage into the cover. Is that gonna, no. Terrale Tempo out at 2.
He brought that arm back from San Antonio and brought it in.
See Brick Savage quickly trying to rebound after almost being choked out just a moment ago by Terrale Tempo.
Yeah, that would have been real crazy looking. It's one thing to get knocked out. It's one thing to take a maneuver out of nowhere. But to get choked out with the club that he's got right now would have been a bad look.
A lot like Brick Savage did to Barrett Brown back in that Bloodsport match.
See, here you go bringing up Barrett Brown. Didn't Barrett Brown put an order of protection on you? Didn't he put a restraining order on your mouth?
Not that I've heard of.
Yeah, you'll hear soon. You've been ducking. I saw you that video you running.
Tempo, they're running into the headbutt of Savage, but getting Savage back down off the second rope, and now Tempo trying to suplex the World Breaker back into the ring from the ring apron. But Brick Savage just a little bit too powerful.
But you gotta wonder again.
Now what is Savage doing here? We saw him go with that crossbody earlier. Tempo into the cutter, and is that gonna be? No.
Oh, so close.
And you can look at the eyes of Terrale Tempo. He thought that he had that Hot Pro Championship around his waist, but Brick Savage not going away.
I told you, Brick know he in over his head. Now he's trying to do things that are out of his bag. That ain't in Brick Savage's bag. You understand what I'm saying? He know he got to do something different. Terrale Tempo was different.
But Tempo looking for the clothesline there. Savage turning things into his favor, sending the face of Tempo right off of his own knee with a kick.
Oh my God.
The Savage with the DDT, planting Terrale Tempo, floating over into the cover, and that is gonna be all she wrote.
Man, I am in shock.
And it was clearly the toughest challenge, I gotta say, that Brick Savage has had to endure, but Terrale Tempo, undefeated, no more. The World Breaker, Brick Savage, is still your Hot Pro Wrestling Champion.
I never thought I would see the day. You found out, hey, you still the man. I want the, hey, you the man. You the man. You the one the door chose.
Still your champion.
I said, he ain't nothing.
The second he turned his back again.
My mama in the crowd. You don't talk to me like that in front of my mouth. He's lucky my daddy ain't here.
Brick Savage holding that title victoriously as Terrale Tempo, despite his best efforts, is leaving empty-handed as far as the Hot Pro Championship is
He a
concerned.
bully. I know the real Brick Savage. He a bully.
Tempo, though, still your Hot Network champion. He's just not an undefeated champion anymore.
And that, I blame Carl for that. I blame Carl for that.
Why? Because he counted 1, 2, 3 like he was
It
supposed
was a
to?
fast count.
Oh, I see.
You know how much money I just lost? You know how much money look.
But Brick Savage defeats the Terrale Tempo, retaining the Hot Pro Championship. And again, Deuce, this was our first match here at WrestleBowl 4.
Man.
Again, still to come. TLC Tag Team Title 4-Way, Steel Cage, first time ever for the Hot Syntex Championship, and a whole lot more as we continue on at Hot Pro Wrestling's WrestleBowl 4.
It all started when I listened to Mace about the parlay for Underdog Fantasy. Now it is. I ain't no, let me hold something, man. I need $50 more for rent.
So Brick Savage celebrating with his crowd here in Axtell High School, the home of WrestleBowl for the 4th consecutive year. As Brick Savage starts things off in style, retaining the Hot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Terrale Tempo brought the fight, but Brick Savage able to finish it.